All right, Shannon, so this is that last swing. But let's put that first swing on there from tonight from both angles. And again, so many ways, but it looks really good starting out tonight. Hands and arms through impact look great. And over here, the downswing plane looked good. You can get your pipe insulation back out, though. Maybe work on that backswing to just kind of get it more in line with the downswing. But there you go, man. Like you said, you're hitting it great yesterday. I can see why, bud. Right around that plane line. But then, to make it even better, like you said, to make it even better, it would be interesting to go ahead and try and do this drill where you keep your feet flat on the ground, keep your knees and thighs really tight, and just have that kind of leg action on your downswing instead of this. So that looks much better there on our left. And then over here too, it looked better the way your legs didn't cross this line so much, and it made it even easier for you to be on plane compared to where it started out tonight. Right there, and then it gets your head even more solid too. Our head's not moving around quite so much. Those knees aren't across that line at all in the new blue there. So that looks sweet. And again from this face-on angle. And again, I'm saying that's your full swing, but I'd love for that to be your full swing. Just let that heel come up that little bit right there at the end. And that would look much different than what we're starting out with. And as often the case, like we're saying, there are a lot of good things going on here, but you're only having to consciously think of one thing or so. Right there. Much more on top of your legs instead of your hips going out from underneath you there, Shannon. I like that a bunch. And the driver looked good also with that drill. Good. And then that would be your full swing. Just let that heel come up a little bit there and you're finished. All right, and then that 9-ball drill continues to help you learn a lot about your approaches and your pitches and your chips and putts. Very, very much. This is Joel Suggs. I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend and showing you your swing on the 2D equipment that I have. And so I want to take about 2 or 3 minutes to just show you around Meadowlinks. This is the studio I use in the winter for all my students. You see there's the down-the-line camera angle for our 2D equipment. And then we have the face-on camera angle also. And then what we also have here is 3D equipment to where I can show you your swing from 6 different camera angles with this 3D equipment. And we can get your swing from down to the 1/120th of a second in terms of exactly what your hips, shoulders, and hands are doing in the swing. And then also, I have the most realistic hitting curve I've ever seen from puttersedge.com. So when you hit your full shots, it feels as realistic as possible. And then I have 3 different green speeds for you to practice your putting. 9.5 on the step meter, 10.5 on the step meter, and 12.5 on the step meter. That's benefited my students tremendously. And then also I have a lot of learning aids like this Smart Stick. You can see the rest of those learning aids over here in my bag that we can work on to help you learn the certain fields in your golf swing that you and I both want. And then also I help my students a lot with their equipment through the winter. This is a frequency analyzer where we twang your club and it gives us a reading here. And then also we plot your whole set, each club on these lines to see if the set is really matched or not. Quite often they aren't, and it helps my students tremendously when they find out what clubs are the offending clubs. Then if we get tired of being indoors and we want to go outdoors and hit some, we can do that. It's my daughter, Ellen. Nellie, good to see you. I haven't seen her in weeks. No wonder you've been gone, Nellie. You've been out here playing in the snow all this time. But this is our natural turf area. This is closed until April, as you can see. But it's a fantastic area where we can step outside and hit some balls and get some real ball flight. Or, if we get pretty satisfied that things are looking better on the video here, we're kind of cooped up inside and want to go outside, we can step on out and hit balls and see real ball flight for about 5 or 10 or 15 minutes, however long you and I can stand the cold, out into the air, and we see them land at these different flags. I have a yardage book for this driving range. It's the first one I've ever seen in my life where we know exactly what it is for the front, back, and middle of each green. And again, the covered area here is heated, so we stay out there for about 5, 10, 15 minutes, like I said. It enables us to see some ball flight, and then we get satisfied that things are looking the way we want, and we can come back inside, take off our coat, and look again at the video equipment to see how everything's looking, to make sure that you understand it. And then notice too, my exercise ball up top here, and then also, so I help my students a lot with their fitness through the winter, and then I will help you also with your sports psychology, with your golf psychology from the golfpsych.com people down in Texas. That's helped my students tremendously a lot over the years too. So again, I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend. I look forward to seeing you again out here this summer at Meadowlinks, or even right now in the winter. I have a lot of people that work on their games with me right through the winter. Check out more information about the things I do to help you at joelsuggs.com. Take care.